around levels, and Mitch Rees, I know you're not feeling at 100%, but that must feel pretty good to tick a box like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Obviously, fastest lap I've done again, a little bit faster than quali. So yeah, it feels good to get that back. Obviously, Damo had it before, so it's good to have it back in Kiwi hands.
All right, here we go. Lock yourselves in for this one here. 12 laps of brilliance. Our Supersport 600 paddock's been exceptional this summer. Let's go racing as the lights come out. And Corn Buchanan, a wonderful start on that Altham Window Systems Blue Crew Yamaha. He'll lead into turn one. Rogan Chandler will be tucked in behind him. Great start from Jesse Stroud on that Hallicraft Racing KMD Kawasaki. Brilliant stuff from Jess. Then you go back to Luca Durning, who's got a good start as well. Morgan McLaren Wood's got good pace here this weekend. He's sitting there in about 5th place. Seth Devereaux's there as well as we roll down the back straight. Cormac Buchanan, can this man do any wrong here this summer? He continues to delight us here, and he leads into the John Jones Steel left-hander, but a fired-up Rogan Chandler. Talked to him overnight. He'd found a few setup things in the bike. He's a lot happier here this morning. So can we see the best of Rogan Chandler here at levels, maybe here in this 12-lap excitement? So race 2 for the weekend. Had an 8-lap race here yesterday, which was won by Cormac Buchanan, and they've got a big 15-lap feature race later on in the afternoon. So look out, Rogan Chandler showing Cormac Buchanan a bit of a wheel there as we watch them out of the hairpin into turn number 9. This is excitement for sure. Good crowd joining us here at Levels International Raceway, but it is Cormac Buchanan leads Rogan Chandler into the flip-flop here, and they will tick off lap number 1. Jesse Stroud still there in 3rd place. Morgan McLaren, Woody and Luca Durning, and then go back to Declan Van Rossmalen on that Addicted to Track race team, and he's another one who's first timer here at Levels International Raceway, getting stronger and stronger every session he goes out. And Mitch, it's always good to have our Australian campaigners with us on the racetrack. Obviously, you were out there with Ant West, but Declan as well, so Addicted to Track, just lifting the bar in an international flavour here in our NZSBK this year. Oh,
it's always good, just any international rider to come over and just add a bit of jazz to the race season. So yeah, it's been good. Obviously, we had David Todd over earlier in the year for the Suzuki Series as well. So anytime we get anyone international, it just ups our game.
All right, into the McKissick curve, beautiful decreasing radius left-hander, our race leader, Cormac Buchanan, still there, but he's not going to have it all his own way. Rogan Chandler is fired up. Having a look on the inside of the hairpin. Rogan Chandler, what a move. Followed the teenage sensation there in Rogan Chandler. He's now taking the lead of this one here, so the first time in a long time, Rogan Chandler back on top here this weekend. Brilliant stuff from the 15, and he'll lead into the bus stop and tick off lap number 2. And Mitch Rees, this is going to be exciting as Cormac Buchanan goes back up the inside. We've got a bit of fireworks coming from these two, have delighted us so far this summer.
Yeah, big lunge gets it done, so swap the positions back there. So yeah, awesome. And we're not far off lap record there for Rogan.
Oh man, Rogan Chandler. So he said he found a couple of setting changes. He found a little bit of extra in that bike overnight, but I didn't quite think he was talking about this much. He's come to play here today, and our Timaru Yamaha 600s, man, this is good here. So let's give you an update of our entire top competitors. We've got Rogan Chandler in first place when they cross the line, but Cormac Buchanan answered straight back into turn 1, so he is leading ahead of Rogan. Jesse Stroud into 3rd place. Morgan McLaren Wood is there, so they have now got some good pace there. Luca Durning back into 5th place now, so he'll be desperate to try and make up for that. Declan Van Rossmalen and Seth Devereaux, they're having a good battle going into the hairpin now at the moment as well. And then you go back to Garth Wilson in 8th place, Jacob Pearson 9th, and then you go back to Paul Jenkins. Paul impressing me this weekend. He's got good pace into the low 109s, and then you go back to Marcus Thompson to round out our massive 11-strong field. So we don't have the quantity we wanted, Mitch, but certainly got some quality in the 600 paddock.
Oh, for sure. You look at all the boys there. They're doing fantastic lap times, you know. Obviously, you've had a few years away here at Timaru, so it's good to be back. And obviously, everyone's on the bikes. Everyone's improved over the last 3 years, so it's fantastic to be back here at Timaru.
All right, so our race leaders have streaked off as Cormac Buchanan ahead of Rogan Chandler. They're into the John Jones Steel left-hand corner here. Then there's a big pack going on. That podium fight is red hot. Jesse Stroud narrowly hanging on to it. Morgan McLaren Wood, he's got good pace here. A bit of a mishap on the Saturday morning practice session, but now well back on pace. And between him and Luca Durning, isn't it cool to see these youngsters coming through there, Mitch? And that podium red hot at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Like Morgan was riding really well yesterday. Looked like he had a little bit of pace over Luca. But just couldn't get the move done. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with those 3 boys today. Obviously, they're bunched up there well. Jesse, obviously, great start. So he's managed to move his way through and running that 3rd. Whereas I think he was a little off yesterday. So it's awesome that there's a good 3-way battle going on there. And Declan and Seth not far off them either.
All right, this is a spectacular top 7. If you go back to Seth Devereux in 7th place, a 1:04.299, so he is a 10th of a second off his own lap record he set here yesterday, Corn Buchanan. And look at how impressive Rogan Chandler is there, Mitch. That's impressive to see where he come from yesterday to be right there on lap record pace.
Yeah, for sure. It's if Rogan get back on him, I think we'll be in for a race here. But as we know with Cormac, you know, he's been racing all the last 3 years, really. He hasn't had a break, so he's just been smashing the laps out and racing all over the world. So he definitely, same thing, he brings a good level of racing back to the country for us Kiwi boys that you know, sit at home and ride dirt bikes during the winter.
All right, so Cormac Buchanan and Rogan Chandler, they're on the low 104s. They're absolutely breathtaking here this morning. They have got a decent buffer back to what can only be described as a 5-way tussle for the outside step of the podium. Jesse Stroud just hanging on to it, Morgan McLaren Wood and Luca Durning. They are virtually inseparable as they go into the bus stop and then go back. Declan Van Rossmalen and Seth Devereux, they come along for the ride as well. So you'd have to say, Mitch, any one of those 5 could be in podium contention right here.
Yeah, man, and look at Rogan, 104.2, so right there on the back of Cormac. So he's definitely reeled that gap back in. So that's what we want to see. Yeah. And as for the top 7, yeah, like Seth Devereux and Declan, obviously they're not far off those boys in front of them. So hopefully, Seth's got the run on Declan there. So see if he gets the pass done going down into the turn 4.
Yeah, this is really, really good. So your top 7 are all in the mid 105, so that's quick on a 600, Mitch. So that just goes to show you how top end stacked the 600 field is.
Yeah, for sure. Like a 104, 105 around here on a super sport bike is unreal, considering what you see from us on a big bike. They're not far away.
All right, so it is still Corn Buchanan and Rogan Chandler. They're on blistering pace. So Rogan Chandler, he's the fastest lap of the race, a 1:04.233, less than a 10th off lap record pace. Corn Buchanan, can he find something to just keep him at bay at the moment? There's not much in it as we cross the line, tick off another lap. We've got 7 laps to go as we go there. And another one, Jesse Stroud still continues to hang on narrowly to the outside step of the podium. Morgan McLaren Wood and Luca Durning right on the back wheel. Great racing from those 3 there. And Seth Devereux now up into 6th place. Can he find something a little bit special? And the Ducati V2 there, Mitch, the new era of supersport racing. And good to see these guys starting to find their feet on them.
Yeah, for sure. Seth is, he's only really just started his season, finally got over his gremlins with that bike he's just built. So really it's round 1 for him to get back on track and start learning about the bike a bit more. Obviously first year with these Ducati V2s in here, and it's fantastic to have another bike thrown in there in the class.
All right, so 7/10 of a second. That was how much quicker Corn Buchanan is. He's still on those low 1:04.2. So Corn Buchanan's on lap record pace. Rogan Chandler just can't quite keep up with it, and he's slowly starting to drift off. We've over halfway through this one, so 5 laps to go now. Corn Buchanan ticks up another lap, and he is absolutely flying. Rogan Chandler's trying desperately to hang on as Morgan McLaren Wood does an amazing move into the bus stop. That was spectacular. Now he is in 3rd place, and Mitch, that's really good racing from these young men out there.
Oh, fantastic. And look at that, Cormac Buchanan, another new lap record, 1:04.079. So, hey, the boy's on the move. He's got his head down, he's gritting, and he can just keep punching these laps out all day, I think.
1:04 flat on a 600. I didn't even think that was possible. That is scintillating. Cormac Buchanan, he's got a 1.9 second advantage now to Rogan Chandler in 2nd place. But Rogan, I mean, you've got to be really feeling for Rogan. He's been in the 1:04s all race long, and he's now 1.9 seconds adrift, Mitch. That's pretty heartbreaking, really, isn't it?
Yeah, what do? You got Cormac. He's just unreal, and he knows when he's out front. He can just put his heels in and just get a move on. So really good to see the early race pace there from Rogan. Obviously dropping off the back here a bit, but the big mover Seth Devereux, although just a little mistake there into the hairpin, but he was on the move last lap. He was half a second quicker than the boys in front. So he's on the move. So yeah, hopefully he can squeeze back into the back of them and. Jesse Stroud still hanging on to the back of Morgan McLaren Wood.
Oh man, I don't know where to look. We've got that scintillating pace from Corn Buchanan. Brand new lap record. He set a 1:04.127 yesterday. He's bettered that by almost a 10th, a 1:04.079. So a brand new lap record from the scintillating teenage sensation. He is flying down the back straight. Rogan Chandler, he's drifted into the 1:05s for the first time. He probably realises he needs to save his energy for another fight, as there's only 3.5 laps remaining in this one here. And if you thought that battle for the podium was done for, it is far from done yet. Morgan McLaren Wood has less than half a second between Jesse Stroud and Luca Durning. Chaney, and Seth Devereaux. Again, a little bit quicker than those three around him, so absolutely on here, Mitch.
Yeah, on for sure. So we're just looking across there and seeing where the boys are at, and what have we got? We've got, yep, Jesse right back on the back of Morgan there. So if he can dig his heels in and try and make a move, I think maybe his best spot is if he gets good drive out of 3 and down the back straight. That's probably his best bet for a bit of a pass there.
And also,
we got Morgan down. Morgan's down.
Oh, we have lost Morgan. We've lost Morgan in that left-hander, turn 9. So, that's not what we wanted to see. Morgan McLaren Wood gone down for the second time this weekend, and he was right there on the final step of the podium. So it'll be heartbreak for the Morgan McLaren Wood race team. Brian and the team, so much work gone into that weekend, and hopefully everything okay there for Team 99 as Morgan McLaren Wood crashes out of a podium spot. Despair again for that race team. But carrying on, Cormac Buchanan, 3.6 seconds now the gap, 2.5 laps to go, and it is really remarkable to see this young man in action, Mitch.
Yeah, for sure. Fantastic. Fantastic to see both those boys, third and fourth, you know, obviously very new to the class, and just doing a really good job. Just look at the times, just consistently, you know, even at the end of the race here, what are we, 10 laps in, and they're still punching out, you know, their fastest laps of the race.
All right, things are going to start heating up for this outside of the podium battle now. Cormac Buchanan ticks off another lap in style. He'll have 2 to go here in this 12-lapper. Rogan Chandler, he's done a wonderful job there in second place. He has now started his final 2 laps. This is where the excitement's building. Jesse Stroud and Luca Durning. Luca now wasn't fifth lap ago with Morgan's mishap. He's now looking for a podium spot as he goes up the inside into turn 1.
Luca,
what a move,
pass.
Luca Durning. That is a brilliant move, and he now inherits a podium spot with 2 laps to go. And well, maybe just that Morgan going down there maybe just kick-started his race, because now he's well in line for a podium as they go down the back straight, Mitch.
Yeah, look at it, and Jesse's got a bit of a run on him there, but it's real hard. Like I managed to get up beside Ant in the Superbike race, but it's so hard to get a pass done there. It's just such a fast entry into the John Jones Steel turn 4.
All right, so there we go. That's your race leader into the McKissick curve. It's been another breathtaking day at the office. Cormac Buchanan continues to turn heads here. Absolutely brilliant. Rogan Charner still there in second place. They are just lighting the 600 Supersport paddock alight. And we got the white flag out now. So 1 lap to go for Cormac Buchanan. Rogan Charner's coming to the bus stop. He'll start his final lap there. So 1 and 2, they've out and gone. They've bolted. This is the excitement. Luca Durning and Jesse Stroud. We've got one going on here. Luca through the bus stop. He will start the final lap in third place. Jesse Stroud coming in hot, and then you go back to Seth Devereaux and Declan Van Rossmalen. So we're on for a thriller here, Seth Rowe, as he just has Declan right on the back wheel. Mitch, this has been truly remarkable to watch Cormac Buchanan in action, and Rogan Chandler 104s all day, and to be now 5.5 seconds down the road, absolutely brilliant from the young man in front.
Yeah, and that's what we said, Cormac, and just keep doing those times. I think there's probably only a deviation of about half a second within his lap times in this race, you know, and a new lap record. So the kid's unreal. He's definitely puts the work in. So there's no flies on him when it comes to that. He's putting the work in every day, and he's doing the riding, and it goes to show. He's just obviously riding really well at the moment. It's awesome to see as a Kiwi.
All right, another step closer to the New Zealand Supersport 600 Championship defence. Cormac Buchanan gets the checkered flag and a new lap record. Brilliant stuff from the delightful young man. He is loving his 2024 campaign. Rogan Chandler back on track big time in the South Island. He gets a good second place finish there. And then you go back to the bus stop, and it is going to be Luca Durning. He's going to hang on and round out that podium. Back-to-back podiums for the young man. Jesse Stroud comes home a close fourth. Seth Devereaux comes home just ahead of Declan Van Rossmalen, and some positives to take from a number of competitors out there, including Rogan and the likes of Seth Devereaux getting their campaigns back on track, Mitch.
Yeah, the boys both up the pace then and got on top of maybe not so much issues, but I think just improving the bikes and just making things a little bit better, which, hey, you go to see the boys both rode a lot better out there. Fantastic race. Just a bit of a shame for Morgan to make the mistake there and go down, but hey, he was riding fantastic. He can't be too disappointed with himself.
All right, that is a wrap of our race 2 for the weekend in 600 Supersport, brought to us by Timaru Yamaha. Yet another breathtaking win for Cormac Buchanan. What a brilliant young man, and we can't wait to watch his exploits as he takes on the world again in the World Junior Championship. It's been a delight to follow Cormac racing over the last 12 months. We're shaping up for a great 12 months to follow this young man. Brilliant, another win and a new lap record. He gets the job done ahead of Rogan Chandler, who will be delighted to be back on good pace here in the South Island. and then go back to Luca Durning, who will round out that podium. Good show from Jesse Stroud, Seth Devereaux and Declan Van Rossmalen to come home in 4th, 5th and 6th place, and also a good pace out there from the likes of Jacob Pearce, Garth Wilson. Marcus Thompson gets up into 9th place after a slow start. He'll be loving that. And then go back to Paul Jenkins. Well done to Paul, rounding out our top 10 here. And then the non-points finish there for Morgan McLaren Wood. So it's good to see the 600 paddock in good shape there, Mitch. Don't have the numbers we want, but certainly some fantastic young men coming through.
Yeah, obviously tough times at the moment financially, I think, for everyone. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Australia's having the same. So, hey, we got some class riders there, and I think, yeah, obviously you've got some serious talent coming through from the Supersport 300 class, which is, yeah, it's such a good building block for the future for guys.
All right,
and girls.
Cross down to Neil, who will have a bit of excitement. Yet another dynamic 600 Supersport podium brought to us by Timaru Yamaha. Over to you, Neil.
Neil, how are you?
Thank you, and you today?
Yeah, good. Oh, you're ready. Just trying to keep out the sun.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Well, take an opportunity for our podium here at trackside, and really starting to warm things up. This man just getting better and better and stronger at www.td.co.nz. Dentist, great team behind the scenes, and one of these brand new Ducatis, and for you, Luca, the learning just getting better all the time.
Yeah, it definitely is. That race was a bit tougher than yesterday. I got boxed in off the start, but I worked my way through. Unfortunately, Morgan went down the front, but that opened the door for me to Jesse, and he stuffed up our stop, so I thought I'd get him to turn one. It was good.
Well, it's good indeed. Hey, but it's all part of racing, and more importantly, you're staying consistent. You're appearing here more often. A real chance to be NZ number 2 you're working towards.
I sure am. That's the goal.
Well done. So there we go. Luca Durning at www.td.co.nz. Well done here. The Rogan Chandler show still trucking into town. A man. Try. Nearly there, Rogan.
Yeah, it's hard, you know. You go under the old lap record and it's still only good enough for second, but no, it's good, you know. The bike's going well. We made some changes and they were a bit better for that one, and fresher tyres. You know, it's a really physical track, and I'm still hurting from last weekend a little bit, so after the gap was there, I kind of just, you know, thought I'd better look after myself for the next race. It's 15 laps, so it's going to be hard, but yeah, you know, credit to him, he's riding good, and I tried, but you know, maybe next time.
Right, hey, it's one of those things, first of all, to try and catch that man in front of him, but you've got to keep your eye on, because these boys coming from behind are getting better and better. Luca's showing some real improvement. You've got to watch your back as well.
Yeah, I know. I taught him literally everything he knows, so...
Oh, right, did you hear that? Hey, what a statement. Yeah, incredible. Love it. I don't know why they laughed.
I'll be expecting money at the end of this, you know what I mean? Coaching. But nah, everyone's riding good, and you know, yeah, you try and go ahead, but you also got to watch out behind. But nah, it's good weather and a good day. Enjoying it.
Thank you, Rogan Chandler. Beautiful speech. Well done. All right, here he is, right up here, the bedpost, Burt Munro. Hey, we're only 4 weeks to the Burt Munro, mate. You've got to be looking forward to that home event, home crowd. How's that coming up?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's going to be a good weekend of, you know, all motorcycle action, not just the superbikes, but also, you know, the beach racing, speedway and stuff. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Right, tell us about all the events you've got lined up for. Can we see you on the beach? Will we see you on the hill? Will we see you at the flat track back at your home Southern Bolts Speedway? What's going to happen? Come on, Cormac.
Well, I'm not sure yet. It depends if we can get over to the speedway in time, but you know, I'm definitely keen to, you know, do the flat track and the speedway, you know, go back to my home ground, Reddy Park. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see and watch the space.
Right, James Hugenboos has got an awesome Brent Garvin bike lined up there, mate. So there's no pressure, but you have to do it. All right, you have to.
Yeah, no, I'll try. I should teach him a few things that I learned back in Europe.
Yeah, it'd be great to see. All right, hey, more importantly, here today, just still cementing those #1 places, feeling more confident all the time?
Yeah, no, that race was, it went really fast, you know, 12 laps around here, it's quite a short lap, but, you know, the first lap was really difficult, you know, I kept seeing on my pivot plus 0, and, you know, I wasn't able to shake Rogan off, but I was just trying to be as consistent as possible, but, you know, this track's so physical, you don't get a break, so, you know, I was at 100% the whole time, just trying to do my best, and yeah, it ended up working.
Right, hey, you've given us a bit of a secret before that you were flagging the 300s, looking forward to the Alan Ramage Memorial at the end of the day. Man, I just looked at the names on that trophy. There are actually 3 Aussie names on that trophy with some great riders over the years, so there's a real bit of history, and your name is not there yet. Is that your aim for the day?
Oh yeah, that was my whole goal for the whole 300 good weekend, but yesterday it nearly went pear-shaped. But yeah, we'll be out there for the Allen Ramage and we'll try and get my name on that trophy.
Indeed, right. Still for the 600s, everything feeling all right? Man, machine, team behind the scenes, everything clicking well?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I just have to give my hat off to Robert Taylor and YSS. You know, they're the reason why I'm able to push so hard and have so much confidence, as well as Steve Lloyd, you know, Mum and Dad, Jess, you know, Grant Shivers, all those people that are, I guess you could say, my support crew, Tony, you know, Graham and my granddad Ken, you know, they're all there helping me out. So, yeah, it's good to have such a support team like that.
Aren't we so lucky to have the star in our midst, everybody? Fantastic. Well done, Isha Trio, to rock out another fantastic 600 race here, courtesy of Timaru Yamaha today, as the honours are shared. How about that for honours as well? We've got a Yamaha, we've got a Suzuki, and we've now got a Ducati in this fantastic newly aligned parody of cause with our 600 Super Sport here today. And a great photo up there, guys. Loving it, the camaraderie. Well done, the chat, the banter. Love the banter. Rogan, keep that up as well. I've taught him everything he knows. Hey, how's that for a statement to Luca out there, folks? And that's what we love about our family. We call it a family because it's part of our great sport here. So what an exceptional 600 race. Man, oh man, you know, you've got people like Morgan starting to show some real class, pushed hard, had an exceptional Suzuki series as well, getting up there, had a crash yesterday, had another one today, unfortunately, but that Brian Bernard racing package will be hard at work to get him back out on the racetrack for more and more to come, of course. And they are as well packing up from here and heading to Invercargill. We'll leave the trailer down there to fly back to the North Island, to then go back for the bird as we're counting them down, as we just said then with Cormac, only 4 weeks away, the most amazing motorcycle event in the world. There is nothing like the Burt Munro Challenge. Why have we got it lined up for you? Of course, we've got a fun day, have a go day for the punters out there on Super Sunday with the, Wednesday with the Southland Honda sponsored day. That is awesome to see. I always enjoy that part of the day. People that aren't part of the NZSBK will go there to do their practice and having a little bit of fun. Have a go day. You see guys going out there, you see the Recho plates on, their lights are on, some of them have even had their panniers on. Not quite bagger racing, but you get the idea as well. It's exactly that, a have a go day to be part of the Burt Munro. Then of course we go to Thursday to our awesome Star Insurance hill climb. That is incredible, that amazing circuit. When Burt Munro raced it, it was of course just a dirt hill. Now it's tar seal, but still one of the roughest bits of tar seal you'll see on that mountainous pass. That is exceptional as well. And of course we're going to go to practice day at Terratonga on Friday, but more importantly we'll have the awesome Indian Motorcycles New Zealand Beach Racing Championships down there on awesome O'Reilly Beach on the same sand that Burt Munro played on all those years ago as well. So that'll be great. And then as you've just alluded to as well, we've got a great feature coming up, because we're going to go to the big one on Saturday night, which is the Southern Bolts and Partners Speedway, and they've now got flat track incorporated. This is a fast growing class globally, of course huge in America and great around the world, and these are the modified motocross bikes which are suited to go for speedway racing. So we're going to watch an incredible event line up there as part of that event on the Saturday night. But of course all with that on Saturday as well, we'll have the E. Hayes and Son fantastic opportunity to do the sprint races, and combine that with NZSBK for the first ever time. We've never had New Zealand's #1 event with New Zealand's #1 series, so bringing it all together for a Super Sunday to wrap up another great Burt Munro. Hope you're going to follow that one, folks. There'll be opportunities to get a feast of that. Of course, you get an opportunity to come down and participate in the event, go to the rally, for example. Just the spectators, 1,000 people with a common interest and a love and passion for motorcycles. We'd love to see you on that part of NZSBK and MNZ. The Burt Munro Challenge coming up with the Southland Motorcycle Club. Bring it on, 4 weeks and counting now.